What's going on, everybody? You guys will have to forgive me here. I have literally just woke up. Like, just woke up. Anyway, what's going on there, Jedi Pancakes, Princess Terminator, Cody, Timmy, Daz, Scrapton, Dukes, Vesivudi, Frag Zombies here. So, Timmy, you have no idea, man. You have no idea. Mario, what up? Good morning to you, too. Timmy posted a comment the other day talking about the shatter combo and frozen enemies and using the boom mods. And I did some testing with it, and it is over the top. Not only is it the boom mods, but every explosion. I mean, I knew it was explosive traps. Explosive traps are crush damage. Every single explosion in the game is crush damage. So, I mean, shatter combos for days and days and days. No doubt about it. What's going on there, Mitna, Jonas, Bradford, Sham, Super, what's up? Just getting started. Anyway, let's hop right on in. I want to get some more relic stuff saved up. Of course, I've been going through a ton of this relic stuff trying to set up for the different defense spotlights and everything. Oh my gosh, it's just so many. So it's been all about the dungeon maps for me here lately. Anyway, I'm on US or North America West. Anybody that wants to join me, I'm going to do some public matches. Feel free to hop on in. Let's see, we'll put it at 5,000. And go. Hyper, what's up? Jacob? Yeah, anybody that wants to. Public match, feel free to hop in. Cool Guys Gaming, what's going on? Filling up here already. Here we got Jedi Pancakes, Valentina. Everybody in yet? Looks like they're both here. So anyway, feel free to hop on in and join. I'm not going to be waiting. All right, it filled up. I was going to say I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to go. Let's see, how much is that? That's 210. Trying to figure out how much I got to spend here. Got what, 260 per side, basically. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do this. There we go. And you know what I'll do to save a little bit is I'll move these over here. Put one there and one there. And that'll save me a little DU. Guts to get the Earth Shatters going. I'm using the auto marking on the Earth Shatters, and it's just so awesome. I'm really digging the Apprentice, though. I've been having a lot of fun playing with the Apprentice. Oh, that's a pretty awesome deal there, Frag. 7.5 mil, nothing wrong with that. Where are you at? There's the Robo Girl. Actually got, what, 160 left. That's 2 more Earth Shatters. plus another 40. What to do with the 40? Could go with a PDT maybe, but I'm afraid it's going to get just smashed. I think we're good. Let's just call it good with this. Yeah, the Lava Mancer is a good choice. There's really no bad choice for heroes right now. They're just all so incredible. Every hero, you know, just play who you like or who you think looks like fun, because they're really all very viable. What's going on there, Brooke? Oh, is it US West? I can never remember whether it says US West or NA West. Yeah, I'm on US West. Looks like everything's just getting mowed down. Dang, that's pretty lucky, Terminator. I haven't found any deals like that. I did find some crafting materials one day, and I kind of felt bad. There was, like, I don't even remember what it was, but there was like a partial stack of crafting materials up, and it was really cheap, and I bought them, and like the second I bought them, the guy's like, oh crap, who bought that? I didn't mean to do that. It's like, come on, man, really? You put it in the store, for God's sakes. It's not like it's a one-step, accidentally click the button. I told him I bought that. You should have made the price higher. And he was cool about it, but it's like, how do you accidentally put something in your shop? It's like it's not a one-step process, you know? Charge Shot and Power Gambit are really the only 100% required ones for hero damage EV2 there, Bap. The rest of them are just all kind of gravy on top. But you'll definitely want Power Gambit and Charge Shot. Actually, you could go as far as to say you might even want Focused Power as well now in the weapon. And then just pop your... pop your dummies and bots or something just to get an ability on cooldown, and that increases your weapon damage. Mad Catter's not very rare. It's one of the standard pets in their rage. It's just a regular old, plain old regular Gata. Comes from a normal egg that you get on any map. Exclamation shards in chat there, Jacob. I don't remember off the top of my head. Well, Focused Power isn't a shard. Focused Power is a mod. You can get that. I think those start dropping like around Chaos 2, maybe? Chaos 1, Chaos 2. Get them boom boom going on. Or Power Gambit, I'm pretty sure... I don't know. I don't even remember. I'd be making it up if I said anything. I'm just not positive where they drop. It's been so long since I farmed those things, you know? After the first one, just push as high as... It's up to you. There's no best timing after the first one. after the first reset. There, oh god. It's really your call after that. I mean, if you just want to grind out ancient power levels, then reset as soon as you get to 65. The main thing is getting that starting ascension up for the very first one. Once you do that, the rest is all gravy. I mean, it's just 100%. Doesn't matter. There's no optimization. Just do what you're having fun with. Most of the people, once they get their starting ascension up, they spam resets and they just go to floor 65 and then stop. But, I mean, the further you push each time, the more starting ascension you're going to get. Or not the more starting ascension, the more ascension caps. Yeah, I've got 2 Protean weapons up in the market right now. And nobody buying them. People were buying them on the first day, but nobody's buying them now. Either that or my prices are too high, one of the two. I haven't seen anybody selling them for cheaper, though. I've seen people selling them for more. Nice, Mark. Yeah, they're so rare. Yeah, those good mods are just insanely rare. What's going on there, Tatiana? How are you? Well, you just got to make that choice there, Rage. Decide what you want to do. Do you want to push floors, or do you want to get your stuff squared away? I mean, the cost adds up. You know, you're doing multiple pieces, it definitely adds up quick. I'm not playing it on 4K though. I wish I was. They're cool guys, but only one. Yeah, see, only one of the clusters that time. It's not guaranteed to for a map. Originally, I thought it was, but it's not. You're guaranteed to get one, but not two. On Skyguards, I'm using, I think, rate, range, and I don't even know. I'll take a peek here in a minute. Yep, somebody got bugged, it looks like. Yeah, Earth Shatter is crushing damage as well, Brent. Somebody got the bug. Oh, there's Cookie. I didn't even realize Cookie was here. What's up, Cookie? You need to be focusing on your defenses there, Rage. Either that or you're going to have to get carried every map. Ain't no fun getting carried every map, man. You got to learn how to build, dude. Put that barb up for a minute. Putting too much energy into the barb and none of your defenses are going to be able to do crap. I didn't realize you had come or gone there, Cookie. Oh, I'm not looking, Terminator. Chaos 7, you know how that goes. You're not actually looking at the screen. Thanks for subscribing there, Cry. Appreciate it very much. Yeah. I'm all froze up. Oh, crash. Wonder what was up with that. Crash to desktop. That's been happening. I had it happen like 3 times yesterday. I don't think so, cool guys. But, I mean, it's up to you. The DPS you're going to get out of the Mega Shark versus the Control Burst 3 are so insanely close. Well, there's number 1. Crash number 1 of the day. Hopefully I don't get too many of them here. Yep. Hardest boss in the game. Crashing to desktop. No doubt. Man, this song just spikes the volume up every time. I need to get this song off the playlist. The volume on that song is just way too loud. Alright. See, we'll try this again. See, where were we? We were on Crumble Bulwark. Sorry, y'all. Whoever was in there, you're gonna have to hop out and rejoin, but you guys all know. The crashing is the crashing. Blame my PC. My PC's a beast. They'll be added back in when C8 comes. There, 1, 2, 3 would be my guess. That would be my guess. Try this again. Look at me waiting by the chest. Still, after all this time, still waiting by the chest. Anyway, let me see. What do I have on my Skyguards? I'm using controller servo, that's right. Controller servo, range, and rate. I need to do something with my rate situation. Let's see, I think this will work. I should move that Skyguard back. Put it back here. Pardon me. And only 40 left. I'm gonna have to do something. Let's get rid of this. And we'll go like that. Looks good. Valentina, I don't know if you're watching the stream or not, but that's a bug. It happens. Just start moving them to different spots, and you know, it happens to everybody though. If you use them enough, you're gonna get that. So just start moving them around a little bit and try to find a sweet spot until they're able to get it fixed. Man, I'm just loving this apprentice right now. What's going on, Zwizzles? How you doing? In theory, Joseph, but that one has not been confirmed by anyone that I'm aware of. They should be support enemies. Now, the EMPs are definitely chaos enemies. There's a few things you can do to your sky guards. I don't really recommend doing any of them because flyers are not really an issue as long as you've got enough range. But you can go with earth damage, and that's going to do double damage against the ladybugs. Or you can go with chaos, plus damage to chaos enemies. That's going to do more damage to the EMPs. And the support, the problem is those things dive bomb so quick, so it's hard to test and get the numbers. That, and I mean, it just wouldn't be worth putting it on, in my opinion. It might do increased damage, but you're better off going with increased range. That and Sky Guards appear to have uncapped range, so you can stack as much range on them as you want, which is pretty ridiculous. Yeah, controller servo is great for Sky Guards for sure. And that's going to affect all of them as they get hit, of course. Nothing's even making it to the Proton Beam over here. These Earth Shatters is too mean. I will eventually there, Dominic. I'll do all the defenses, but remember, you know, it takes forever to put all these mods together. I mean, it's a huge, huge grind. It's like literally hundreds of hours, and I just don't have all the stuff yet to do all the spotlights. For the most part, just about any of the defenses are going to get down to the speed cap if you have a gilded defense rate shard. So that should be everybody's goal, and then you never have to use defense rate on any mod, and you can go for more damage. There's a lot of people having problems right now, Calvin. They've got to do something soon. Not just on Xbox, on PlayStation as well. And on PC for that matter. It takes so long for these flyers to get in here. The spawns are so far out there. Still looking for one of those green quality Pathfinder staffs. That's a Penta 3. I found a bunch of them, but I want a Penta 3 one. I've yet to use that proactive downgrade servo GRI. I mean, it's gonna go onto my walls, but I haven't used any walls since the update hit. I'll have to test it though. Chaos servo works on chaos mobs. So chaos mobs would be the Vanguard, the Cyborg, the Geode, the Lady Orc, the Hex Thrower, and the EMP Kobold would be all the Chaos mobs. That was the first thing I gilded there on board is range. That's the best thing people could farm is range and rate. Construction, I mean, it's a waste of 2 million gold, to be honest with you. I've got a gilded one, but I definitely didn't need it. Well, I mean, ideally your PDT never gets destroyed. If you're placing it in the right spot, your PDT should never take damage, so that's definitely not a good spot for it. If your towers are getting destroyed, you're putting them in the wrong place. That's just all there is to it. The only thing that should ever take damage if your build is perfect is your walls. Now, of course, that's not always realistic, but in a perfect build, that's the only thing that should ever take any damage. And you, of course. Man, it's crazy that in Earth Shatter is like the worst for marking targets too, but it's still, they've just been there the whole time. I've had targets to kill. Bring you back over here. But yeah, anyway, if you're using any sort of protective thing or mod on any of your defenses, you're wasting a mod slot that could be more damage. No doubt about it. I mean, if it's a damaging defense, get more damage on it, you know? Juan, thank you very much for subscribing. I do appreciate it. Looks like I missed you there. Sorry about that, dude. If you're still around, I do appreciate it, though. Did your first AP reset yesterday. Nice, Dirk. Congrats, dude. My tip on the new update there, Skull Killers, would be look at my new players and tutorials playlist. Yeah, looks like we got it again. Either that or... yeah, we had to have gotten it. Or no, there it goes. Somebody just didn't hit the button. Looks like I missed you, GRA. Oh, you said you've got 100% mod. Let's see, how do we want to do this one? You got a decent amount of DU to spend on this if you don't spawn camp it. If you spawn camp it, then you spread everything out really far. What's that? 460. Got enough for a bunch of earth shatters. I'll take it. Let's go like this. Get an obelisk down too if I can, if there's enough left. Yeah, there'll be plenty left. This map is like obelisk heaven here. If you're not doing it, folks, right here is the MVP. I'm actually going to be doing a video on it later. We'll take a look at the damage done by the end of the map with this bad boy, and you guys will say, oh my god. Because it is absurd. Let's see. What do we got left? Let's just go the two outside lanes. We'll get those frozen up a little. There we go. Let's give this a whirl. What's going on there? No girl gang. The shards are still there, Skull Killers. They moved to your hero sheet, though, instead of the pieces of gear themselves. Yeah, I like Mystic Walls too, Dirk. They're my favorite for sure. Plenty of targets to mark. Let's take a look at this, see how it's going. Yeah, it's already at 255 million. That's not too shabby. On the Obelisk, I'm using all the unique stuff. So unique power, unique crit, and unique crit damage. Any mana lane anywhere? Let's see. I've been playing Dungeon Defenders for a long time. They're Skull Killers. Mystic Walls are the Viper's Fangs. They're no girl. What's going on, Matthias? How you doing? Yeah, everything's getting wrecked. To the point where you can play The Floor is Lava. I'm so excited to get this apprentice dialed in, though. I don't have any of the right mods that I'm looking for yet. Or the right weapon. I'm really hung up on the weapon. Nah, this is regular old Chaos 7 there, no girl. What's going on, Dennis? Nah, we just been doing some Chaos 7. Haven't missed too much. Haven't found any exceptional loot. I'm gonna have to go through my inventory before the next map, though. Yeah, man, the arcane volleys are flying. Just ridiculous. And this is using the mark targets on an Earth Shatter, which is just terrible for it. If you got them going on a flamethrower, oh man, good stuff there. Out of juice. Ooh, almost walked off the ledge. No, the arcane volley is an ability. You have to mark the target first. So you see the little mark over, well, he's dead now, but the little swirly mark over top of the boss's head there. Arcane volley will hit all marked targets. So the more targets you have marked, the better off you are. The more bang for your buck you get. Alright, Princess, well, have a good night. I bought that tenacity. There, Dominic. I've got a bunch of them now. They start dropping in Chaos 2, so you can get them anywhere Chaos 2 are up. Yeah, flamethrower is really good, old school. There's not a bad defense in the game right now. Literally every defense is good. Alex, thank you very much for subscribing. I do appreciate it. Yeah, we're over 1 billion. I'm not sure if we'll make it to 2 billion or not. I'm playing around with crit on it, and I don't know if it's the right thing to do yet. As you see, my crit chance is 86%, so I've got a really high crit chance. Just not positive if that's the right thing to do quite yet. I'm using power transfer on it. Nah, max stat gear is not really important anymore, Christopher. It's all about the mods. You want perfect mods. The gear doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters, but it's not a big deal. The mods are more of a big deal. Pretty much is it, Finder. It's a grind game. I mean, there's no doubt about that. It's all about that grind. $5,600 to 10,000. I don't understand the question, I guess, there, Mr. Schwizzity. Tokens? Well, it depends on what kind of dailies you get, and if you've done the weekly. I mean, you can get 1,000 of that just from doing a weekly and one daily. So, I mean, it wouldn't take very long if you're playing doing the quests properly and all. Well, the only way you can really be a perfectionist in DD2 there, Chris, is if you got a whole lot of hours. And I'm not talking hundreds, I'm talking thousands. Because the chance of finding perfect stuff is ridiculously rare. Those ain't pebble shooters, Omni. Those are the real deal. Pebble shooters. They ain't no pebble shooters, man. That is the frosty power. Oh, I forgot to look at the damage done. Did it hit 2 billion? Yep, it did hit 2 billion. This map is one of the best maps for it, because on a lot of the other maps, the mobs die too fast. Got to work on other heroes, Mr. Swizney. Can't do hero spotlights if I don't have geared heroes, you know? Still need to get the EV2 fine-tuned, but I've been having a lot of fun with the Apprentice here. How can you see all the features of the last 8? If you do exclamation news and read like the last 6 trendy, the last 5 or 6 trendy devlogs or posts there, it's going to show you all the info. Chaos 6, yeah, just put your walls back far enough where the hex throwers can't reach them. Make sure you have something up front to kill the hex throwers. Everything else in C6 is pretty easy peasy. Yep, a neighbor heading to work. I have to clear out some inventory here real quick. Let's see if we got anything good. Doesn't look like it. See here what we got. I can't wait till they add something in to make it easier to identify quality mods in your bag. This is definitely a bit of a grind. Nothing. All those inventory spots and nothing. And that was all clear before we started. No, I haven't done Mastery yet. Mastery's easy mode right now, though. Use a weapon manufacturer with stun on every map you can, and you win, basically. Let's see, let's throw one of these down, too. And then, let's grab a little Robo Girl back here. Try to leave a little bit more for the other side this time. What does that leave me? That's 250. 250 is pretty good, right? That's 170, just short. Dang it. Let's do the opposite. There we go. That will be enough. There we go. Good to go. Obelisk I'm using empowering blasphemy, power transfer, and defense rate. any old defense rate shard will do. It doesn't have to be gilded, and it'll get you at the smite speed cap. But it is just mean. Stun is not a mod. Or do you mean for the weapon manufacturers? Yeah, for the weapon mans it's a mod. I'll show you guys on the next map. It's definitely, it's way overpowered. Complete cheese. It's going to be, Trendy's already addressed it. They're going to dial it in. It's a shame because, you know, I love the weapon mans. I love the EV2. It's my favorite hero. But I feel like if I'm using it right now that I'm doing something dirty. You get that, you know, when your conscience takes over, it's like, ah. Nah, marks are per person on board. Nobody else can even see your marks. Or you might be able to see them, but they don't interact. If you get one of those green Pathfinders that's Penta 3 since you're playing the Apprentice, so hook me up, man. I want that thing so bad. That green quality staff, I just gotta have it. I want to take that bad boy up to Legendary. You gotta play with the EV in your deck and you'll get tons of them there, Mitner. If you're playing with the EV actively, you will see them just constantly. It's a very common shard. I'll show you guys what I'm looking for here. I've got a scatter shot one. Ooh, look what I did that too. The Sleepy Octopod, I got it up to Legendary. This right here, I want one of those so bad, but I want it in Penta 3. I don't like Scattershot. And all I'm finding is Scattershot, unfortunately. They're still perfect mods. They're Nev. They just get the piece of gear gets leveled down to Chaos 1, but you can take that piece of gear back up to Chaos 7 through the crafting system, and it'll be exactly the same way as it was. Remember, a perfect mod's ability is capped by what tier the container that it's in is. So a Chaos 1 perfect mod, although the same as a Chaos 7 perfect mod, will have lower stats. You would have to upgrade it back through the system. The next map I'll show you guys, the easiest build in the game. I mean, there's just no way around it. It is 100% the easiest way to climb Onslaught floors. That goes in your boots there, Flare. If you select your boots and then look over to the left, there will be a spot to put all your shards. Where can you see the gear score? Well, I can't show you now. Ooh, windy. Front door got slammed shut. Not that many volleys flying. It's crazy when you do go with flamethrowers. It's just in Chaos 7 the flamethrowers get wrecked. It looks like a little gear. I'll show you here as soon as this wave's over. Well, you can look right here on this piece. You see the little gear at the bottom right and then the number next to it? That's the gear score of that piece of gear, is 6234. This one is 5416. See, that one's 6141. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. So close. But it's a triple 3, not a penta 3. Ah. Why you do this to me, Pathfinder? I'm still going to keep that one just in case. What will become the new best tower? It's hard to say. Everything is just so good right now. It's really hard to say what's best, you know? If you've only got 2 mil, you should save that stall and not spend it, because you're going to need way more than that. Like right now, I am completely broke in my in my world. I would consider myself the brokest I've been actually in several years in DD2. I've never not had more gold than this ever, and I've got 20 million, just to give you an idea. I mean, you're just gonna need lots of gold. I agree, Andrew. That's one of my favorite things about the update, is just the versatility to do all kinds of things, you know? Gotcha, max tenacity. Nice, Nev. Tenacity is currently bugged. It's overworking. It's working harder than it's supposed to. Got a green chest. Be one in there. Nope. Yeah, 10 mil is a great price for an amp there on board. I've paid as low as 5 million and as high as about 12 million. I currently don't really need any though. I mean, I'm still buying them if I see a good deal on them. But I'm not really in a, have a huge need for them. What's going on, Jay? How you doing, man? They get that playground going yet? In Battle Royale? That's going to be super fun. Being able to do a custom map with your friends. With your friends. Alright, there we go. So, this is the weapon manufacturer build. Now, they don't have to have perfect mods. You know I have perfect mods because I grind that crap out. But what you want is Tenacity Servo, Shocking Revelation, and then one of 2 other mods. Either Controller Servo or the Melee Boom Servo is what you want. That is the ideal setup. But this is the OP of the OP. There's nothing stronger than this in the game right now. Now I'm going to throw some auras in just to ease the pain a little bit. This is actually not the best map to show it off. So I'll probably do a run on the next map too so you guys can see it. Because this map is not friendly for spawn camping. There's just too many entrances. Let's see, let's get that Obelisk back down. And there we go. Nothing will make it past those weapon manufacturers because the stun is just too intense. Just watch the mobs, everything, flyers, ground mobs, everything. Just the second they get in range, they're all instantly stunned, and they just sit there until they die. That's why that mod is being dialed down, because it's way too overpowered at the moment. See if we can find another lane here where they're creeping up. Yeah, that one they died too quick, but you see the stun, the little circle, the little swirly over their head? They just get stunned until they die. Lady Orcs, flyers, everything. Doesn't matter. It's a Shocking Revelation, Tenacity, and then either Controller Servo or Melee Boom Servo. One of the two. I use Controller Servo because I've got Melee Boom on my Flame Auras, and I use them in correlation with each other. So I'm getting the Melee Boom off the flames already. So I just go for raw power with my weapon manufacturers. But yeah, it turns the game into a complete snooze fest. You just sit here. I'll show you again. Once again, they don't have to be perfect shards or perfect mods. I went and put the Robo Girl away. Tenacity, Shocking Revelation, and Controller Servo. And the mod quality just doesn't even matter. Use whatever you got. Yeah, that's the main thing, Timmy. It's got to be fun. Let me sit here and not do anything. That way you guys can see. It's hard to tell because everything's just dying so quick. I'm a little overpowered for Chaos 7 now. Well, I was a little overpowered for Chaos 7 before the update. Everybody was who was grinding it. Well, I'm sure they mean guilds in the traditional sense there, Jay. You know? It's per defense, Mario, but most defenses, yeah. Almost every defense in the game, I'd go as far to say, with a Gilded Shard and Ascension, you'll be at the rate cap. The weapon manufacturers has got the normals. So, defense rate, defense range, and destruction. That's where you should be starting on every one of your defenses. Rate, range, and destruction. Every defense in the game. Start with that, and fine-tune what you want to do from there. But those are your base go-to shards. Still looking for a perfect Shatterquake, too. I'd love to have one. I'm not even going to buy that. Well, I'm going to upgrade the Obelisk is already upped. I was going to say I'll upgrade the Obelisk, but I'm not even going to upgrade anything else. Just let it go. I'm stoked about the guilds, man. I'm wondering how they're going to put that in and what the caps are going to be like. Hopefully the guild member caps are not too low. Like, that was a problem with Orcs Must Die Unchained. They had the guilds, but you could only have 50 members. And with only 50 members in your guild, like the Juicy Nation guild, it filled up in like an hour. You know? And then I had to be that guy, and there was people actively playing versus somebody that wasn't playing, and I had to go and boot people. And I don't want to do that, you know? I mean, if you have to, you have to, but I don't want to be the guy that's booting everybody just because they haven't played in a few days. That just seems wrong. Even like the siege roller. The siege roller, although it would take you a month to kill it if you just sat here and didn't assist it, the siege roller will not move on to this weapon manufacturer. It just won't make it. It'll sit there and get perma-stunned. As you see, it's just sitting. It just won't. It won't go. You know, it can't make it past the weapon man. In fact, it's a problem if you spawn camp too close, because it can't make it out of the spawn. Oh, that'd be really cool there, Jay. I didn't even think about that. That would be cool as hell if they made it a guild tavern. I don't think they'll make another place. I think everything will either be based off of the tavern or the town. To be honest with you, at first, I don't think there will be a place at all. They definitely won't add another zone in, though, as far as, like, a loading zone, like town or tavern. It'll always be those two, I think. Yeah, everybody that did way back when missed out on it, Flair. I did as well. I never got those gems. You can get the ones from Adventure Mode. There's 450 gems available in Adventure Mode right now. You can go in and get those. But, like, when they introduced that quest line and giving out the gems, anyone who had already completed the campaign prior to that wasn't eligible for the gems. Everybody was pissed. But, yeah, I didn't get them either. And here I am upgrading. I said I wasn't going to. Habits. What can you buy with 450? Lots of things. You could buy cosmetic. You could get one of the Protean weapons. You could just save them, and then if you ever get more gems, you'll have a head start to more inventory space. If I was brand new to the game, I think I would probably buy a Protean weapon, just because they are cool. There's Gobu. What up, Gobu? I gotta tab out. This emote is from Gobu. A little Gobu art. Thank you very much there, Gobu. It's just like Twitch, Gobu, but it's called sponsors instead of subscribing. Unfortunately, there's no way to gift one, or I would gift you one. They didn't put that in like Twitch did. They should, but they haven't. Yeah, if it's for sale, Clash, you can buy all the stuff to get it all the way to C7. Same as any other Chaos 7 item there, Chris. They're no different than any of the other items. I'll do it again there, Super Sadex. See what map we get. Yeah, this is a great map for it. This map will be full sleeper mode. So basically, you don't want to put your weapon manufacturers down too close, as bosses won't make it out of the spawn and it'll take forever to kill them. So move them back just a little bit. That way you get a little room there. Throw a couple of sky guards in too, just to be safe. Ugh, fail jump. The flame auras aren't, or the auras aren't even required. I just like using auras, so I'm always going to put auras in. I mean, you could just go with more weapon manufacturer nodes and call it good. But that's it, that right there. And then just sit here in AFK. In fact, I'm going to grab some more coffee. I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. Wave 1 almost done. Yeah, but anyway, then you just chillax and watch the stunning. Yeah, it's going to get nerfed soon, I would guess. They've already said they're going to nerf it, so it's just a matter of when. You just get mods from playing their stuff. They're on everything that drops, except everything blue quality and higher has a mod on it. And then you can take the mods off and put them on your other gear. Gotta ask in town, Clash. Not in chat. Not in stream chat. Go into town and ask people. If you give them specifics, people are a lot more likely to sell to you. Right now, without a doubt, the EV2, Victor. No question. Well, yeah. Let's see. Let's find something that dropped. Oh, there's a boss coming over here. Slakelion. See what Slakelion drops. See, like these boots have the tenacity chip in them for boots. So that's one of the mods. That's how you get your mods. You just go play. I don't know, Super Sadex, it's too hard to say. The Poison Dart Tower is super duper strong. Ballistas are really, really strong right now. Earth Shatters, have you seen, are ridiculously strong. The Obelisk is insanely strong. I mean, there's just lots and lots and lots of really, really strong things. The Poison Dart Tower, I'm surprised, is not used more frequently. In fact, with a poison dart tower, an earth shatter, and a ramster. Just those three, nothing else. With the proper mods, you can do like Onslaught floor 120 plus. Just each of those three in a lane. And if you add them up, you know, what a poison dart tower is 40, an earth shatter is 60, so that's 100, and then a ramster is 50, so that's only 150 DU per lane. And you can put just those one of each of those towers in a lane and wreck it. That's the grind now, Stall. It's no longer about the numbers on the gear. It's all about the mod quality. Oh, this isn't sudden, Chris. They've been working on this for a long time. You guys got to remember, it's a really small team, so it takes forever to get anything done. See, now I did put these weapon manufacturers a little close, so this roller's butt might not come out far enough. We'll have to see. It looks like it's going to. You see it hit the roadblock and is stopping now, though. It's on the weapon manufacturers, Arthur. No, your characters don't matter at all, Style. It's based off of your previous drops. So every time an item drops in the world, that number, that gear score is recorded in the game. And all future drops will be based off of that gear score. Now, it doesn't mean they're going to be higher, because there's good rolls and there's bad rolls. But that's how it works. Yeah, jump on the roller's head. That's just disrespectful, though, Gobu. I just can't do that to the Legion. I wouldn't feel right about it. See, and then some mobs like Quibbly, they've got the best chance of any to make it through there. But obviously that one didn't. Plaguing Hawk's just going to get blown up. See, he's perma-stunned. So how you get better is you keep playing there, Stall. There's a link in the description there, Shadow. Lightrayne put together a spreadsheet that's got all the mods listed. Still a work in progress, but there's a cap for each tier, but nah, the map doesn't matter. I mean, you're only going to get so high out of Chaos 1 and so high out of Chaos 2 and etc. Well, as soon as you get good enough gear to unlock Chaos 2, then move up there, Style. That's what it's all about. You want to get to Chaos 7, and then Chaos 7 is where you should grind until you get all your gear. I just told you, you keep playing. Chaos 1 is only the beginning. Being able to beat Chaos 1, you should be able to do instantly as soon as you finish the campaign. So there's nothing, you know, there's nothing to it. Just keep moving up. It's a free-to-play grind game, you know. It requires lots and lots and lots of play. That's how you move on. I don't really understand what you mean there, Stahl. There is no grinding for crystal shards. I mean, if you're talking about the stuff to upgrade your material, when you're just progressing through the game, you don't have to. Just move on to the next tier and find better loot. No materials or no crafting required, you know? It's actually not a terrible medallion. Relatively close to the caps. Yeah, you haven't needed a mule in quite a while there, Super Sadix. YouTube gaming there, Clash. YouTube gaming. Oh, shards like deadly strikes? You get them as you're playing. If you go through Chaos 3 and you don't get one, then do a few more Chaos 3 maps. I mean, you've answered your own question. If you know what it is that you're looking for, then that's what you'd play. You know, exclamation shards. We'll give you a link to where all the shards drop. Alright, let's get back to blowing stuff up. Oh, here it is over here. I mean, you find the shards while you're playing, so just focus on playing first. Yeah, that wiki is not up to date though, Nev. It's not, it's going to be, but it's not yet. 460. Let's get back to some heavy boom boom action here. There you go, Gobu. I wouldn't do it without you. Or I wouldn't do a map without an Obelisk. Gobu, it's Gobu approved. I'm at 15 there, Jay, but I'm not going to reset for a long time. I've got to do all these guides and everything still. Need more marked targets. Everything's dying too quick. Nothing wrong with that, Jay. We were all at 1 AP at one point. You haven't done a map without an Obelisk in a week. That's fair. Can't say I blame you. They're just so good, you know? I mean, every map, it's going to have the most damage done. It just wrecks it. Thanks. The problem with these, if you don't do the spawn camp builds like this, the mobs don't get stuck as frequently. If you go back from the spawn and give the mobs comfortable area to come out, it's not as bad with getting them stuck. Let's see, for comparison, this Earth Shatter's done 105 million damage and has 26 kills. the Obelisk has done 180 million damage and has 23 kills. So, I mean, the Obelisk is just a powerhouse. Yeah, sometimes stuck mobs save the day there, man. I've had those maps where I potentially could have lost, and then a mob got stuck. Or a pack of mobs got stuck. What's going on there, Epic? How you doing? Now, if there's a bunch of mobs behind... Oh, there's not enough. I was going to say, if there's a bunch of mobs behind the siege roller, you can just blow the siege roller up with your detonations. It's just ridiculous. Well, you use that empowering blasphemy shard, Victor, and it jacks the stats up. No, it's your hero damage. It's a raw damage increase, so it's hero damage and ability power. I get two ascension levels every 3 runs. You get a 5% boost in experience every time you use ancient power. So just doing it once is nothing. But if you do it a dozen times, then you've got something. You know, you do it 50 times and then you've got something ridiculous. But it takes me 3 maps to get 2 ascension levels. So I get just under 1 per map. I'm using all the unique stuff, Andrew. So I'm using unique power, unique crit damage, and unique crit chance. And then, believe it or not, I'm actually using, right now I'm just kind of testing it, but I'm using power transfer. So I've got a big crit build. It's, as you see, it's 86% chance to crit for 71% increased damage. So yeah, I've actually got a power transfer in there. So for shards, I'm using defense rate, destruction, or defense rate, empowering blasphemy, and power transfer. Like I said, it's just a test. It's doing really good though, as you see. I'm not sure. I'd have to bust out the calculator to actually figure out what I think is better out of the two, but I mean, it's getting stuff done. You know, it's almost at that billion damage mark right now. But yeah, big crit chance, big crit damage. Well, you just look at the smite damage, 4.57 million. So every hit, no matter what, it's doing 4.57 mil. I put it on my weapon for my nuke monk there, Chris. It's almost useless, to be honest, but it is very entertaining. But I found a perfect one of those too. Where's all the green drops? I need my Pathfinder staff. The heck, dude didn't drop anything? Or did he drop this? Nothing good, really. That is unfortunate. That's got to be some kind of a bug, Shadow. Every once in a while, Malthius will come out and he'll be considered a flying mob. Very rarely. But he's bugged in the aspect of it'll be a flying mob for ground defenses, but not for flyer defenses, so neither defense will attack him. You'd have, that's where something like Auras comes in handy. You get an extra shard every time after your third win there, Finder. It's a win streak bonus. Every map you get an extra shard. Right now you can be back to Chaos 7 in about 3 or 4 hours there, Dutch. Let me go through my inventory real quick here. Man, it wasn't a terrible piece. I maybe should have kept a hold of it, but nothing good. Power transfer is going to be situational for crit builds only, pretty much. Alright, what did we get there? Don't need it. Don't need it. Still trying to gild a Serpent's Kiss for my... Got that one gilded. Still trying to gild that too. Alright. Yeah, that's a pretty decent item. If you're concerned about the Cobalt EMP flyers, that right there is a great mod for your Sky Guards. Anti-Chaos. Because those are a Chaos mod. In fact, I'm going to be doing a video later today or tonight about what enemy is what. Because I know a lot of people are confused about, what enemy each of these apply to. Man, I just can't get a decent mod today, huh? Nothing. Where's all the good stuff at? Dang, not one decent mod there. No, it means just the chaos special enemies. So it means the vanguards, cyborgs, geodes, lady orcs, hex throwers, and EMP flyers. Got Earth Shatters up there already. I'm not going to have enough to do them all. There we go, good enough. Ability power while buffed means you have to be buffed to get the bonus. So those shards are actually questionable right now because a lot of the defenses are bugged and not buffing. On board, get a Penta 3. Man, I want one of those so dang bad. The flyers that shoot from range their blasts, so like the ladybugs and the dargons or dragons, those do count as ranged mobs. No, the barb stances are abilities, not buffs. No, sadly that's normal there, Finder. The grind for mods is real. If you grind 100 mods, 99 of them are going to be one red bar. Barb stances did count? Well, that's hacks. They shouldn't count, but maybe they do. I haven't tested them yet. I'm just going by what other people have told me. The barb is at the bottom of my list as far as hero testing goes. We already know the barb is OP. Yeah, it confuses you at first there, Sadex, but I agree. It's nice that you can go over. Oh crap, we forgot an obelisk. Well, I'm going to get rid of that. And pop one down. Well, there you go. It makes it easy to gear the barb then. Health mod, buff mod, and raw power. And the barbarian's geared. You'd gear the barb just like you would a boost monk then. I'm gonna have to try that, I guess. Yeah, I mean, remember that mods got added on top. So, I mean, just with our current gear, we were already powerful enough to do Chaos 7. And mods just took that up a notch. So now it went from being able to do Chaos 7. I'll be honest with you, when I'm not streaming and I'm just playing, I'm watching something, watching a movie or whatever, and just letting Chaos 7 run. I don't actually participate. I mean, we're way overpowered for all of the expeditions right now. Because, you know, you take... The game was based off of our previous power levels, and then you throw mods on top of it, and it's like just free extra damage, you know? The only shard that you really need to go all the way to Chaos 7 is Destruction. You can get all the way to Chaos 7 with only Destruction. So, I mean, don't sweat the shards. Just have fun, you know? Play the game, keep moving up, always progress. I personally wouldn't suggest going back and grinding shards unless you hit a roadblock where you feel like you just can't move on. The weapon manufacturer's gambit. Until it gets nerfed, weapon manufacturers with the stun mod is the most powerful thing in the game. So you just sit there and ignore everything and throw down your weapon mans and just let it run, you know? I'm hoping they don't nerf it into the ground. I put all that into that mod, or into that relic, that Chaos 8 relic. That's a 70 million gold relic. That my weapon manufacturer one. So if it gets nerfed too hard, I'm gonna have to change it. And I'm gonna lose by changing it, you know? Well, I would suggest just looking at it a little differently there, Alex, because you can AFK the game with damn near any defense is when it comes to grinding Chaos 7. So if you can do it with any single setup in the game, why not just use the best setup and just get your grind on, you know? Just equip it on a 15 node reflect beam wall. Yeah, that'd do it there, Gobu. I mean, AFK is AFK. You know, everything is extremely overpowered. Oh, you're talking about Onslaught. Yeah. Well, I mean, do what you want to do. If you want to get free floors while you can, have at it. I don't judge. Oh, crap, forgot to upgrade that. I mean, it's a video game. You're supposed to be doing it to have fun. If you're having fun, then do whatever you're having fun with. You know? That's my only requirement. If people start taking their gaming too seriously and they're not having fun anymore, that's when it's time to move on, you know? All about the good times. Sweet. I love the EV2 so much. I put it in that weapon manufacturer spotlight. I love the EV2 so much. I'm really, really hoping that it doesn't get nerfed into the ground. I mean, I understand that it needs to get changed, but I don't want it to be a pointless or a useless defense. And, you know, no offense to Trendy, but they have that history. When Trendy nerfs something, a lot of times they over-nerf. And I'm really hoping they don't do that with the weapon mans, because I love using them. They're both super strong options there, Jacob. I would say use whichever one looks like the most fun to you, because they are just ridiculously strong options. Lightrayne. What's going on there, Light? Yeah, I redid the Nuke Monk build. It's one of the strongest DPS builds in the game, in my opinion. It's super, super strong. Crazy good. I got mixed emotions there on the explosive arrows blast. I really want to use them, but on the same note, you can get almost the same benefit out of just adding melee boom to it. So if you just run with melee boom, you know, you're still going to get that AoE. I tell you what makes me bitter about the archers is the range. I really think the range should be as much as it is with a cannonball tower. Finished Season 3 finally, huh, Lightrayne? Nice. You'd think Season 4 would be hitting pretty soon. Hitting Netflix. Have you already watched Luke Cage there, Light? You know, Season 2 of it is there on Netflix now. Oh crap, I forgot flyers. You know I was forgetting something. I got the Obelisk. I never put any sky guards down there. The Auras probably would just kill him anyway, but better to be safe than sorry, you know? I've got 2 episodes left on Luke Cage before I'm done with it. I definitely have liked it though. I think I've liked it better than Season 1. You know, I'm not even sure, to be honest with you, Charlie. I've never used that portal for that. I need to pop in there and do a video on it. A new player guide. Or you can't choose the hero currently. Alright, fair enough. So it's an RNG thing. The thing with melee boom, their blast, is it hits so many targets. I mean, just look at the lanes here. Let's see, the top mob is melee, the second one isn't, the third is melee, the fourth is a flyer. Then we got melee, melee. So, I mean, more than... Actually, way more. How many mobs? There's 44 total mobs. We got 16, 22, 28. So 28 of the 44 mobs are melee in that lane. Look at this one. 56 mobs and 36, 40 of the 56 mobs are melee. And then rinse and repeat. I mean, it's melee, melee, melee. There's always a ton of melee mobs. And that's what makes Melee Boom so powerful. The easiest way to get gold is always do the highest chaos tier that you can, Salty. So like Lightrayne said, farming Chaos 7 expeditions would be the best way to get gold. If you're in C6, then C6 would be, you're there. You know, just do the highest tier you can. As the further you go up, the more gold, you know, the more gold you're going to earn. Nice, Mr. Schwizzity. Got to C7. That's where it all begins. When you get to C7, the grind has just begun. Nah, no Omni today, Light. He was doing something with Cookie. He didn't join. I'm gonna take a short break here and then go live over on the Twitches later on. So anyone that has not gotten enough DD2 today, make sure you swing by and say hi over on Twitch. In fact, I'll probably make this the last map. I might be able to squeeze one more in. I need to get a little breakfast in me. Have another round of coffee. All that good stuff, you know. I wouldn't bother gilding shards until you're at an endgame point already, Prosperity. Gilding shards is really good, but it's an enormous grind. So just grinding just to get shards to gild is like smashing your head against a brick wall. Because the RNG, you know how RNG is. Yep, I'm gonna have a little egg and bacon sandwich, I think there, Mitna. Oh, nice, Mario. Getting DD2 downloaded. Well, I haven't eaten anything yet today, though, Witty. So, depending on how you judge it, you know, first meal of the day is breakfast, right? It's because I'm hosting that person, Dixie. It means I'm not live and I'm hosting someone else. Yeah, I think we'll just make this one the last map. That way I can get something going on Twitch. So it's what? It's almost 3 p.m. We'll say I'll be live on Twitch at 4 p.m. Pacific time. What's this map called? This is Unholy Catacombs. You can do PDTs with buff beams again there, Blast. Alright, Mario. Well, you know, Mr. Schwizzy, that's how it works when the world isn't flat, you know. If the world was flat, we would have it all easy with the time zones. Double boost and blast. Go with a buff beam and a boost star and slap a PDT in the middle of it and watch everything melt. Throw like one AoE tower down, like a flame aura or something like that, just to help thin the pack a little. Oh, ballistas are really good right now, Blast. We did some ballista runs yesterday over on Twitch with Show and Omni and Sidewalk. And it just amazes me. I can't find that dang Pathfinder. The world is the shape of an infernal combustor. Oh, I know, Timmy. It cracks me up. The whole flat Earth thing. It's like, come on, man. You've been in an airplane before. You can see out the windows. Yep, Obelisk got that one. There we go. That's exactly why I light. Alright, let's see what kind of fat loots we get. Oh, right too. The stream quality starts dropping right at the end. They couldn't have waited 2 more minutes, huh? Down to 800 bits. Good lord. Or 800 kilobits. Come on, stream. Catch back up. You know you can do it. There it goes. Alright, sorry about that. I don't know what was up there. Just random bitrate drop through the floor. Anyway, everybody, that is going to do it for now, though. Thank you all very much for swinging by. Like I mentioned, I'll be live over on the Twitches in about an hour. So swing by and say what's up. I actually am super close to getting to a position where I can apply for a Twitch partnership. So any of the help you guys can give me, I would appreciate it. And right now, it's all about just getting my average viewer count up. So if any of you all from YouTube would swing over to Twitch, I would really appreciate it. It would help me out an absolute ton. But thanks again, everybody. Everybody have a great afternoon, and hopefully I see you all over on Twitch in about an hour. So swing by and say what up. Take it easy.